Hello, students. How are you? Hope you all are doing good and you're safe in this pandemic COVID 19. All right, be safe. This is the very first priority for all of us. Do not go outside without wearing a mask. All right, so just take precautions. Okay, it is the life we are living, right? We have to live our life, we have to fight and overcome. All right, so yes, we will continue our lecture series. So let's see what we have done till now. We have already done English snobbery, we have done bores, worship of wealthy, lectures, and yes, in class we were doing in praise of mistakes, and I think partially we have already completed 1.5 page of the essay. But what we are going to do now, we will revise it, right? We are going to start this essay again. Okay, so we will be left with I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 essays after that, right? Okay, let's see. So we know that this essay in praise of mistake, it is written by Robert Litt. And when we see his date of birth, okay, he was the writer of 19th century. He was born in 1879 and he died middle of 20th century, 1949. Right? He was Irish writer. Okay, he was Irish writer. Irish writer means that he was born in Ireland. Okay, he was Irish writer. He was essayist, as you know, we are reading his essays, and he was editor also. Okay, so he editor. He worked as a journalist in the Northern Whig. All right. Then when he moved to London in 1901, he started working in Daily News. Okay, and he became its literary editor in 1912 till 1947. All right, and he was critique as well. He wrote a drama criticism called For Today, which was obviously edited by Jeremy K. Jeremy. All right, so let's see some of his biography. He was born to Robert John Lind. It was his father's name. Okay, and his mother name was Sarah Rentoul Lind. Okay, so he basically belonged to an educated family. Even his great grandfather, he immigrated from Scotland to Ireland. Okay, his paternal great grandfather. So basically, they were immigrants. They were native to Scotland and they immigrated to Ireland. And Lind, he was educated at Royal Belfast Academical Institution, studying at Queen's University. Okay, so his background was basically Protestant, and his father, he was a Presbyterian church. It is one of the third form of church which is present in Christianity. Okay, first being Catholic, second being Protestant, and third is Presbyterian church. Okay, and when we see that from his mother's side, all of the male ancestors, they were ministers. Okay, she was married to Sylvia Dyhurst in 1909. They obviously meet at some of the meetings, and later they married. And when he started working as a journalist, okay, and later he became literary editors. They were good literary host. Okay, what is a literary host? That they used to organize meetings of the great literary writers of that time, great literary poets, essayists of that time. This group, it also include G.B. Priestley, right? And they were friends to member of Irish Book Society. Who has established Irish Book Society? They were great writers like Hugh Walpole, Priestley, Sylvia. They all are founding committee members of the Book Society. And even the Irish guests like James Joyce. James Joyce is the greatest writer. He was one of the 3 writers who have started, or you can say they were the forebringers of the modern age. James Joyce Ulysses. It is the text which set the milestone of the modern age. Alright? And apart from editing in newspaper, working as an editor in the newspaper, he has used pseudonym YY. Okay, he used to write secretly. Why a writer uses a pseudonym? Because he want to write it secretly. Pseudonym क्या होता है? Pseudonym होता है that taking a name, bearing a name. You do not want to reveal your name. You just take an artist name. Artist name. Okay. Artist name क्या होता होगा? That means that you are taking a name and writing with that name. Alright? And he used to use the pseudonym YY or YS. Okay, which means wise. Getting it? YS. You can pronounce it wise. Okay? Now you getting it? Wise. Which literally sense as wise. Getting it? Alright. And yes, the important fact is he is also known as modern Elia. Okay, you have to tell me this thing also. Who used the pseudonym Elia? Alright, this is your homework. Who used the name Elia? Elia जो pseudonym है कौन use करता है? Okay, ये तुम्हें बताना है मुझे. You have to jot down all the important things. Alright, जो main important points हैं you have to jot down. Anyways, let's see the second slide. Yes, this is the official clippings of a newspaper in which Robert Linde has been mentioned as the modern day Elia. Okay. Huh. A modern Elia who loved mankind. Alright. So if you want to read it, you can read it. Okay, just pause the video and read it. Make sure when we are reading the text, you have the notebook. You have a book which has the text. Alright. And simultaneously made the notes. Anyways. Yes. Before we read the text, just look at this picture. What is this picture? What is this pinkish thing in the picture? Okay, just tell me what is this pinkish thing in the picture. Alright, this is your homework. Okay, let's talk about prose style of Robert Linde. Okay, prose style क्या था Robert Linde का? We know that he is one of the most outstanding and certainly one of the most delightful of the modern essayists. ओके बहुत सारे मॉडर्न एसेज थे जो हम ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं अपने कोर्स में. लाइक वी हैव एल्डोसियस हक्सले, इंग्लिश स्नॉबरी, वेरी फनी ऐसे, और E.V. Lucas, Boris, or Chesterton, The Worship of the Wealthy, even Priestley lectures. They all are sort of biographical, not biographical, very personal essays. Alright. Each of these essays describe something which has happened with the writers, the essayist. Similarly, this essay also in the praise of mistake is personal in characters. Alright? And it basically what? It reveals his likes or dislike on the subject. In praise of mistake, right? What he do? It is about that he is providing a detail that the mistakes has been made by the paper or the writer, okay, and which enable a reader to feel superior, because reader can, you know, objectify the mistakes made by the paper or the writer, whosoever is writing it. All right, so this is also a sort of personal essay. Okay, and he used to write in middle style. ओके, अब मिडल स्टाइल क्या होता है? ये सारे एक सॉर्ट ऑफ पॉइंट्स हैं जिन्हें तुम्हें जॉट डाउन करना है. राइट, जस्ट राइट डाउन. ही यूज्ड टू राइट इन मिडल स्टाइल. ओके, हियर देयर इज अ टेबल आई हैव प्रोवाइडेड टू यू. सो ये जो क्लासिफिकेशन है स्टाइल्स का, इट इज़ रोमन लेवल ऑफ स्टाइल. Cesario has basically given the concept of level of styles. ठीक है, कैटेगराइजेशन होता है ऑफ राइटिंग स्टाइल. देयर इज अ हाई स्टाइल और ग्रैंड स्टाइल इन विच मिल्टन यूज टू राइट. ऑलराइट, तो ग्रैंड स्टाइल में क्या होगा, जो लैंग्वेज होगी इट विल बी ए हाई सॉर्ट ऑफ लैंग्वेज, अ ग्रैंड सॉर्ट ऑफ लैंग्वेज. सेकंड इज मिडल स्टाइल in which Robert Lind used to write. A middle style क्या होगा? Middle style it consists of words of lower, okay, but yet not the lowerest class of words. Lower words या lower class of words क्या हो जाएंगे? That are being used by the common people. Not even the most of the majority of the common people, but you can say middle class of words. Not the lower class words, but you can say middle class of word, or most colloquial होंगे. Colloquial क्या होता है? That majority people speak those words, or majority of the people know these words, or know this style of writing. They are familiar with the style of writing. It is not messy like that of grand style. You cannot easily understand each and every word which is written in grand style. For example, when you see Paradise Lost, written by John Milton, you will not understand it just by reading it. Okay? Because it is written in grand style. So, Robert Lind used to write in middle style. Okay? So, next point is, his essay deals with human fade and follies. ऑब्वियसली ह्यूमन के जो फेड एंड फॉलीज होंगे उसको डिस्क्राइब इनके एसेज करते हैं. एंड वी ऑब्वियसली द टाइटल ऑफ द एसे इज इटसेल्फ द praise of mistakes. He is praising the mistake made by the human. And his essays, they reflect his personality, philosophy and criticism. I said no, that essays are basically criticizing what? This essay is currently criticizing what? They are criticizing the people who are judging people just because of doing mistakes. वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? जज कर रहे हैं या फिर मिस्टेक्स निकाल रहे हैं उन राइटर्स की जो फैक्चुअल मिस्टेक्स क्रिएट कर देते हैं. फैक्चुअल मिस्टेक्स, राइटिंग की जो फैक्चुअल मिस्टेक्स हैं. ओके, अब देखिए इसके जो ऐसे हैं, ये राइटिंग स्टाइल है, बहुत ज़्यादा ईगोटिस्टिकल है. ईगोटिस्टिकल क्या होते हैं? दे स्पीक अबाउट देमसेल्फ. ओके, ईगोटिस्टिकल, इसका क्या मतलब होता है? यू विल टेल मी दैट. वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड व्हाट इज ईगोटिस्टिकल. एनीवे, एट द सेम टाइम दे आर विटी एंड फुल ऑफ ह्यूमर. ओके, विटी होते हैं एंड दे आर फुल ऑफ ह्यूमर. ओके, so we can say that he is one of the most outstanding, but at the same time most delightful. And he has the ability, just write down this, he has the ability to write on any topic. May it be trivial, may it be high, some high or important topic. He has the ability to discover a wealth of meaning in an object, which is to a common eye may appear without much significance. कि हो सकता है कि आम जो इंसान है, कॉमन आई, देखो ये क्या है, ये कि इडियम है, सॉर्ट ऑफ फ्रेज है. कॉमन आई, कॉमन आई का मतलब है जो कॉमन लोग हैं जिन्हें लगता है कि हो सकता है कि सिग्निफिकेंस ना हो, बट ही कैन राइट एंड क्रिएट वंडर्स. Okay, so let's see. Okay, there is a very interesting quote by Robert Lind. He say, in order to see birds, it is necessary to become a part of the silence. Really deep quote. Okay, so we are coming directly upon the text. In praise of mistake. All right. So let's study it. There has been a high shower of letters in the Times about the mistake made by the famous novelist. Okay, high shower of letters. Shower. Shower क्या होता है? Shower जो होता है, जो रेन की जो ड्रॉप्स होती हैं, राइट? उन रेन ड्रॉप्स को बोलते हैं showers. And heavy shower of letters का क्या मतलब हो जाएगा? That there is a large amount of letters the Time is receiving. Okay, the Time is newspaper. It is written in italics, right? ये जो Time है ये क्या है? Newspaper है. तो writer किस तरीके से start कर रहा है? He is saying that there is a heavy shower of letter. यानी that means that he is receiving large amount of letters about the mistakes made by famous novelist. जो famous novelist हैं, जो mistakes वो कर देते हैं, okay, उसके रिगार्डिंग वो ढेर सारे लार्ज अमाउंट में वो लेटर्स जो हैं रिसीव कर रहे हैं. कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट्स हैव रिटन टू द एडिटर पॉइंटिंग आउट सच थिंग्स दैट इज मिस शीला के स्मिथ ब्लंडर्ड इन मेकिंग वन ऑफ हर कैरेक्टर्स सेंड हिज स्कूल फ्रॉम केंट टू स्ट्रॉबेरी. ओके, तो किस तरीके के लेटर जो हैं वो राइटर्स रिसीव कर रहे हैं? कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट्स, people, they have written to the editor. किस चीज़ का editor? The Times का editor. Okay, what they are pointing out that there is some writer, there is some writer named Sheila K. Smith. She has blundered. Blundered is urged or making a mistake. That she is blundered in making one of her characters send his son to school from Kent to Shrewsbury in the early 18th century. Alright, कि क्या उसने ब्लंडर कर दिया है? That she had sent his son from Kent to Shrewsbury in early 18th century. Alright, this is a blunder. This is a mistake made by Sheila K. Or the Walter Besant erred in making the hero of one of his stories dig oil with a spade and dig triumphantly. Second mistake that some writer Walter Besant had made, that what he has done, कि उसने क्या करा कि जो उसकी स्टोरी का हीरो है उसने क्या करा है? He has dig for oil with a spade. एक स्पेड के साथ उसने क्या करा? ऑयल जो है कहाँ पे होता है? अर्थ के कोर के साइड पे होता है, ठीक है, अर्थ के काफ़ी डीप में होता है. एंड व्हाट ही हैज़ डन दैट ही हैज़ डिग इट विद अ स्पेड. सिर्फ एक स्पेड के सहारे उसने क्या करा? पूरा ऑयल उसे डिग कर लिया. एंड डिग ट्रायम्फेंटली. ट्रायम्फेंटली मीन्स ही वॉज सक्सेसफुल इन डिगिंग इट. ओके, that William Lee Quiggs was guilty of geographical lie in referring to the snow-crowned crest of a hill 2,000 feet high in the tropics. That some other novelist erroneously described the daughter of a rural dean as having been brought up in the quiet seclusion of the deanery. That a writer of detective story misrepresent the relative position of a chief. Okay, all these things are the examples that there is some writer जिसने क्या mention कर दिया कि कैंट से श्रूसबेरी को अर्ली 18th सेंचुरी में दिखा दिया, राइट? जबकि जो ये क्या है, एक तरीके का सबको लगता है कि जो टाइम पीरियड है वो या तो जल्दी हो गया है, राइट? ये लेट टाइम की बात है, बट दे हैव मेंशन इट इन अर्ली 18th सेंचुरी. और जो वॉल्टर बेसेंट है, व्हाट ही हैज़ डन, ही हैज़ क्रिएटेड अ ब्लंडर, ही हैज़ क्रिएटेड अ मिस्टेक. कि लॉजिकली ये पॉसिबल नहीं है कि एक हीरो सिर्फ एक स्पेड के सहारे क्या कर सकता है, एक ऑयल जो है ऑयल को अर्थ की सरफेस से डिग कर सकता है ओनली विथ अ स्पेड. और विलियम ली ने क्या गलती करी कि दैट जोग्राफिकली उसने क्या कर दिया, जोग्राफिकली स्नो क्राउंड क्रेस्ट ऑफ अ हिल को ट्रॉपिक्स में दिखा दिया. अब जो जोग्राफी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको पता है कि ट्रॉपिक्स में क्या होता है, राइट. ट्रॉपिक्स की जो हिल्स होती हैं वो कितनी होती हैं और क्या ट्रॉपिक्स में स्नो होता है. जो जोग्राफी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो मुझे बताएंगे कि क्या ट्रॉपिक्स में, ट्रॉपिक्स समझ रहे हो ना, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर, टॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉन, मकर रेखा और कर्क रेखा, राइट. क्या ट्रॉपिक्स में स्नो क्राउन क्रेस्ट या हिल्स होती हैं स्नो से कवर्ड. एंड सिमिलरली सेम सॉर्ट ऑफ मिस्टेक्स, ऑलराइट. The writer of a detective story misrepresent the relative position relative position of a chief constable and an inspector of CID and so on. Okay, तो ये सब क्या है, मिस्टेक्स हैं जो according to these people they are saying that the major writers are committing it. Okay, and so on. The correspondence was extremely interesting. The correspondence was extremely interesting, but as one read it, it become more and more astonished at the weakness of the case made out against the novelist by the intelligentsia of the nation. Getting it? This is a sort of satirical. He is just being sarcastic. Sarcastic पता नहीं क्या होता है? You're saying something but you're meaning something else. Alright? तो यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा सा बोलता है कि जो इंटेलिजेंसिया है, इंटेलिजेंसिया ऑफ द नेशन, राइट. इंटेलिजेंसिया क्या होता है, जो इंटेलेक्चुअल्स एलाइट होते हैं, एलीट होते हैं ऑफ अ सोसाइटी, जो इंटेलिजेंट लोग. ओके तो ये एक तरह से मॉक उनको करता है कि जो कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस है, राइट, द लेटर दे वर राइटिंग, इट इज़ एक्सट्रीमली इंटरेस्टिंग. एंड जैसे जैसे हम इसे रीड करना स्टार्ट करते हैं तो वन बिकम मोर एंड मोर एस्टॉनिश एट द वीकनेस ऑफ द केस मेड आउट अगेंस्ट द नॉवेलिस्ट बाय द इंटेलिजेंसिया ऑफ द नेशन. ओके, सो ही इज जस्ट पोकिंग फन, राइट, दैट देयर आर पीपल who suffer from the need for accuracy, right. They need that things are to be accurate, but they do not understand that what they are reading is novel and everything is fictional. Getting it? तो ये जो इंटेलिजेंसिया है और द इंटेलेक्चुअल्स हैं जो खुद को इंटेलेक्चुअल्स बेसिकली बोलते हैं, and those who are pointing out the mistakes made out by the novelist, so he is just poking fun at these people, these intellectuals, that they are writing the letters, they are wasting their time, they are writing the letters to the editor that the fellow novelist or fellow essayist has created a blunder, okay, which we do not think that it is right. Getting it? He is just poking fun. So the first paragraph, he is just taking a dig at them. Getting it? Anyways, let's read. Even the most pugnacious lawyer, if so poor a case has been put into his hand, would have advised his client not to bring it into court. Okay, pugnacious कौन होता है? Who is pugnacious? Pugnacious is the one who is very aggressive. I think I have made you write that. Okay, pugnacious is the one who is very aggressive, right. Lawyers को तुमने देखा होगा, ठीक है, तुमने एक मूवी देखी होगी जिसमें we have this actor called क्या what is his name, Akshay Kumar, right. And there was another lawyer in that movie. He was very pugnacious, right. He was very aggressive at the time. At the same time, right? There've been an events where he has even commented to the judge that you cannot do that. So all these activities, they were pugnacious. So what he say in mocking these intelligentsia, what he said that even if जो सबसे ज़्यादा aggressive lawyer होगा, उसे भी अगर पता चलेगा कि जो केस है वो इतना ज़्यादा पुअर है, तो वो क्या एडवाइस करेगा कि यू शुड नॉट गो टू द कोर्ट. गेटिंग इट. लॉयर्स के बारे में क्या एक थोड़ा सा रहता है ना, दे नेवर लेट अ केस वेंट आउट फ्रॉम देयर हैंड्स. वो केस तो हमेशा लेते हैं, लेकिन वो कहते हैं कि इवन एग्रेसिव से एग्रेसिव जो लॉयर होगा, इवन वो कहेगा कि ये जो केस है ये क्या है, बहुत ज़्यादा पुअर है, एंड ही विल एडवाइस हिज क्लाइंट not to bring it to the court. Getting it? He's just making fun. He's just poking fun at the intelligentsia. Intelligentsia, ये जो word है ये भी mockery में लिखा हुआ है. Indirectly he's saying that they are foolish, making such mistakes. Of what? Of what they want? They want that in novel, which is a fiction itself, they want the accuracy in it. गेटिंग इट. नॉवल क्या होता है? एक फिक्शन होता है, एक इमेजिनरी स्टोरी होती है. अगर आप उसमें हर एक करेक्टर जो होता है वो एक फिक्शनल होता है, फिक्शनल करेक्टर होता है, फिक्शन होता है, इमेजिनरी करेक्टर होता है, राइट? उसमें भी आप उनसे क्या कर रहे हैं? इंस्टेड ऑफ इंजॉइंग द नॉवल, इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग डिलाइट फ्रॉम द नॉवल, व्हाट यू आर डूइंग? यू आर पोकिंग राइटर्स ओवर सिली मिस्टेक्स. You are poking writers over what? Over the accuracy in all the things in a novel. Getting it? Okay. At the end of the indictment, the novelist might triumphantly have replied to his accuser in the words of Lord Clive, "By God, Mr. Chairman, at this moment I stand astonished at my own moderation." Okay, getting it? So he's saying that at the end of the indictment, right? Indictment, what is indictment? Indictment is something. Indictment is basically what? Accusation which is made on wrong done. Okay, तुम किसी को accuse कर रहे हो, तुम किसी पे इल्ज़ाम लगा रहे हो, और वो जो इल्ज़ाम है वो कैसा है? Forge है. Okay, वो क्या है? एक serious crime का. Getting it? Indictment क्या होता है? एक serious crime के लिए जो accusation लगाई जाती है, यानी वो wrong है. Okay, it's not right. एक novelist के ऊपर, राइट? अब तो ऐसे जो है थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे मॉक करते हुए बोलता है कि एट द एंड ऑफ द इंडिक्टमेंट ऑफ द नॉवेलिस्ट माइट ट्रायम्फेंटली हैव रिप्लाइड टू हिज एक्यूजर्स इन द वर्ड ऑफ लॉर्ड क्लाइव. लॉर्ड क्लाइव कौन था? ओके, लॉर्ड क्लाइव कौन है? यू हैव टू रिप्लाई दैट ऑल्सो. ऑलराइट. सो उनके जो वर्ड्स को उसने लिया है एसेस ने, और क्या बोलता है? बाय गॉड मिस्टर चेयरमैन, एट दिस मोमेंट आई स्टैंड एस्टोनिश्ड एट माई ओन मॉडरेशन. वो कहते कि आई एम एस्टोनिश्ड एट माई ओन मॉडरेशन. अपनी ही मॉडरेशन के लिए आई एम एस्टोनिश्ड. गेटिंग इट? वो जो इंडिक्टमेंट जो है उसके ऊपर लगे हुए हैं, जो इल्ज़ाम उसके ऊपर, एक्यूजेशन उसके ऊपर जो लगे हुए हैं, ऑब्वियसली वो क्या करेगा? उनको रिप्लाई करेगा अपने एक्यूजर्स को, बिकॉज आई एम astonished at my own moderation. Okay, for if this is the worst that can be said against novelists, they must be wizards of accuracy compared with such professed dealers in facts as biographers and historians. Getting it? तो यहाँ पे इन लाइन्स में he is just clarifying it. Why he is poking fun at these intelligentsia or these intellectual, they said to themselves. Okay, इन intelligentsia पे वो क्यों fun जो है poke कर रहा है? Why he is making fun of them? Because this is the worst they can said against a novelist. किसी नॉवलिस्ट के अगेंस्ट ये जो कहा गया है ऊपर दैट दे आर मेकिंग सम मिस्टेक्स, या तो वो प्लेस को लेके है, किसी करेक्टर को लेके है, या एनीथिंग एल्स, किसी भी चीज़ को लेके है, तो दिस इज़ द वर्स्ट थिंग दे कैन सेड अगेंस्ट नॉवलिस्ट। बिकॉज उसका रीज़न मैंने ऊपर भी बता दिया है कि जो नॉवेल्स होती हैं दे आर फिक्शनल, दे आर इमेजिनरी, तो उस पर भी तुम्हें एक्यूरेसी की उम्मीद करना, दैट इज़ फुलिशनेस। What one can do instead of that, one can enjoy it. Getting it? So what he is doing in this essay, he is containing that one should not, poke or accused mistake over the trivial things. Okay? Especially to novelist, you cannot do that. Okay? Because this is the worst that can be said against novelists. They may be wizards of accuracy. क्योंकि they must be wizards of accuracy compared with such professed dealers in facts, because they are basically what? They are not biographers, or they are not writing histories. They are not writing biography or some person, or they are not writing history कि जिसमें आपको उनसे accuracy की उम्मीद करनी चाहिए. They are not writing biography. What they are writing novels, and novels is basically what? Novel is based on imaginary writing. So if you receive any of these paragraph, तो आप इसको explain किस तरीके से करेंगे कि as a novelist one is accepted to write in their imaginary way. अपनी इमेजिनेशन को यूज़ करके जो है नॉवेल्स लिखी जाती है, और सारे जो फिक्शन, जितने भी कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं वो फिक्शनल होते हैं. तो इन लोगों से, नॉवेलिस्ट से एक्यूरेसी की उम्मीद करना क्या है? एक फुलिशनेस है. दे एक्यूज दोज हु आर एक्यूजिंग, दे आर फुलिश, नॉट द राइटर्स, जिनकी मिस्टेक्स जो हैं ये लोग निकाल रहे हैं. ये जो इंटेलिजेंसिया खुद को बोलते हैं, इंटेलिजेंसिया ऑफ द नेशन. ओके, let's do one more paragraph. Okay, I confess I am myself so nervous a lover of accuracy that when I have written an article, I consult encyclopedia to make sure that I haven't errant on some such matter as the sun rising in the east or the pole star not being one of the planet. Often walking. Okay, this is very simple. What he's saying here, that I confess. Okay, वो कहते हैं कि मैं ये confession करना चाहता हूँ before the readers that I am so nervous. Getting it? The same thing a writer has also done in when we were studying lectures. He has confessed that I am not a good lecturer. I cannot present or recite a good lecture in front of people. Why? Because I'm nervous. Similarly, he is doing the same thing. These are the qualities of the autobiographical element present in the essay. Getting it? So he is confessing that I myself is so nervous, a lover of accuracy, that when I have written an article, so whenever I write an article, I consult to encyclopedia to make sure that I have not erred on some such matter as sunrise in the east or the pole star is not being on the planet. Okay, so see, he is just mocking here. What he is doing, he's just mocking, making fun that I become so nervous that maybe this thing happened, that somebody will accuse me also that I have provided some wrong information in my essays or in my novels. Alright. Often, waking out of a dream in a small hours, I have broken into sweat of fear lest. In an article that I have already gone to press, I had put some wretched poet that nobody ever reads into the wrong century. Getting it? वो कहते हैं कि often मैं क्या करता हूँ, अपने सपनों से उठता हूँ. I rise from my sleep. Okay, and I have broken into a sweat of fear. Okay, मैं डर जाता हूँ. Sweat of fear means he is terrified because he thought that article which he has already given to print, I may have committed some mistake of mentioning a poet who nobody reads in the wrong century. I have misplaced a poet in wrong century. Getting it? The same mistake a writer have made when he said that Kent से वो Shrewsbury में जो है उसने क्या करा था, उसकी जर्नी को दिखाया था. Getting it? या फिर the same mistake a writer have made of mentioning snow in tropics. Getting it? All right. So that's all for the today. That's all for today, I think. And yes, ask me if you haven't understand things. Right? We'll continue in Monday. I think maybe in Monday. All right. Okay.